Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're still here on Nile TV International, our today's edition of the Breakfast Show. And of course, it's very successful and significant trip of the Foreign Minister for the first ever ministerial meeting of the Korea-Africa held in Seoul, of course, under the theme of partnership for joint responses to global challenges. And to shed more light on this, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by our prominent guest, Mr. Rahman, our journalist and political analyst. Very good morning to you, Mr. Amr.
And a very good morning to you and to the dear viewers.
Well, it's such, there are so many key strategic objectives of Egypt's participation in such a great, we can call it forum, summit or conference. Of course, all the superpowers are racing and getting into Africa, the continent of opportunities. First of all, let's focus on the key strategic objectives of participating of Egypt in such important conference for localizing the industry and for getting benefit of the technical and technological advance and know-how of Korea.
Well, of course, localizing technology and industry is the main pillar of our sovereignty. So we don't only import from other countries who had went a long way in that matter, like Korea and other countries in the what they call it the tigers of the Far East, but also localizing the industrial and technology projects and the know-how. We all, of course, we have our own experiences, our own expertise from a long time, but we need more. We need to strengthen our technology, especially that there is the new theory, strategic theory, that is saying that the strength of the nation, the strength of a state, comes first, not from the strength of the army, but the strength of the economy and the strength of the technology. And that's why we are going through such conference with our counterparts in Southern Korea and other countries. Of course, we have our own strong relations with Singapore, with Malaysia, with China, and all of the Far East countries who possess the high-level technology, and of course also they have a very strong base, industrial base. So this is the role model we should follow to renew our own bases of technology and industry.
Yeah. Well, such important conference, Mr. Amr, is really focusing on securing mineral supply chain, energy, food security and technology. How can Egypt play a pivotal role here in connecting the African needs with the Korean investments, technologies, your point of view?
Well, of course, Egypt is the main gate to Africa. They want to invest in Africa, they should come to Egypt, and they want to open markets in Africa, they must come to Egypt. As we are already the main gate, the main pillar of stability and prosperity for the whole nations of Africa. Of course, I call it one nation. We are in Africa one nation with too many roots, with too many branches. I mean, of course, our cooperation with international community. We are the main speaker for the African nation. We are the main seeker for stability and prosperity for this continent. And of course, the whole world remembers how we have led this continent into the mega events and the mega summits and the mega forums in the first world economy, like the G7 and the G20. We have made Africa participate for the very first time in such occasions. That means the awareness of the Western powers and the Eastern powers that's how significant and important the Egyptian role is to connect the first world and the third world.
Yeah. Sir, let me ask you about the significant meeting that the Foreign Minister, Dr. Abdel, held with the Egyptian expatriates in Seoul, and how your point of view could the Egyptian expatriates or the Egyptians abroad, in special in Seoul, how could they contribute to the developmental investments program and projects of Egypt?
Well, Egypt is one of the very rare countries that possess and have strong relations with both Koreas, whether the Northern Korea or Southern Korea. And from this aspect, we are strengthening again our own and deepening up our own relations with South Korea, as we have a very strong relations with the whole of the nation, the Korean nation, since as the whole country is a part of the nations of the Far East. Throughout that strong relation, we are deepening up our lines of cooperation based, as I have mentioned, not on importing, but to localize what we have already established, what we have already beaten us with. They have beaten us with technology, with more industry, with more concentration, and it's time to catch up. It's time to catch up with what they have achieved and learn more and more and absorb more and more of their own aspects. And industrial power means a high sovereignty power and a state. When they are making this as an example, it's not only Korea. Other countries in the Far East or in the modern world, they have set the same example.
Yeah. Mr. Amr, how could the Africa Seoul main projects or the partnerships impact on the employment and the training opportunities in Egypt?
Well, first, Seoul is not the only one. It's a circle. They have their own circle of economies with all the countries around.
Yeah, our diplomacy, yes, and foreign policy.
Exactly.
Yes.
So when you open gates with, or when you open window to through Seoul, you can open gates. What's behind Seoul? We can strengthen our own economical relations with other nations like Malaysia, like Singapore, like even China. And of course, we have our own lines of cooperation for the very benefits and the very best for our own nation, as in Egypt or as the nation in Africa.
Yes.
That means more job opportunities, more projects. As I always say, we need most, and the first priority here is industrial and agricultural projects with the joint effort of the state and the private sector together, not just one of those two wings of one bird, one huge bird. The same way we are. By the way, in Seoul, we have this same strategy. We have this same mixture between the state economy and the private sector, not neglecting any of the other. The same strategy we should apply here in Egypt, because the growth of our own economy is based basically on launching all powers of the society, launching all powers of the state and the nation. And the same way should be applied not just in Africa, but also not in Egypt, of course.
Of course, not only in Africa or in Egypt, but in Africa as well, in the 50 countries of the continent, and of course getting benefit of the technological Korean know-how, in particular in the automotive and the mobiles industry and many other industries to get benefit of such know-how. Mr. Amr Abdurrahman, journalist and political analyst, many thanks for your views and insights. Many thanks for being with us. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, short break. We'll be right back.